Today I'm going to talk about finding our true self within our desire for unconditional love. And I'm going to use as an example a day when I was feeling alienated from my partner. So as I felt into these feelings, wishing for that unconditional love that just didn't seem to show up, I could feel all the heaviness throughout my body and the tightness behind my eyes and in my throat. There's a lot of discouragement and hopelessness. And I allowed all those feelings to be, and then simultaneously felt the spaciousness that is always there surrounding everything else. I felt the spaciousness in my being and around my being. And then I felt that thread of life, that vibrancy that is always in my body, knowing that I am alive. And I allowed myself to feel both the expansion and the constriction. And as I just rested, feeling both the expansion and the constriction, a question suddenly came. Where did this idea of unconditional love come from? This idea that a home existed where I would be unconditionally loved, appreciated, even adored, where there'd just be union and merging and an easy authenticity. Where did I come up with that idea? For I looked in all my earthly experience and nothing had truly lived up to that hope. How did I come up with such a thing? So I started exploring and probing more and more deeply to feel, what did I know about this love? What did I know about this sense of home? And I just felt how it would be to totally relax and be met, be known, be loved. And as I just sat with that knowing, I realized it was a memory. What I was feeling was something I had experienced. And as I thought through, where could I know this from? I realized it was long before my birth. It was a knowing that was at the center of my being. And feeling that knowing, I realized I had brought that memory with me. A memory of what unconditional love and home feels like. I wanted to have that memory with me as a comfort. In fact, by feeling into it, I could find how home and love had come with me. Parts of me had never left love, had never left home. How else could I know it within the depths of my being with such certainty? And as I just relaxed into that knowing of love, that experience of home that some part of me knew, I felt myself opening and releasing. Home and love, I knew them because they were in my memory banks. And now, from that memory and that comfort, I looked out on earth completely differently. I had been looking on earth to try to find, where could I find home? Where could I find this unconditional love? And nothing had ever quite measured up to my expectations. But now that I knew that in the depths of my being was such a sure knowing, was an experience that had never left, I could look out and enjoy all of earth as extra icing on the cake, enjoy my life and enjoy my relationship as opportunities to grow, as new seasonings to experience, while this core knowing remained sure and certain. This was my true self. And it wanted to express itself through me and what I created. And this was the home that had me moving forward and returning. I had never really left.